So what I'm doing here is I'm trying not to look at the production, and I'm trying to just focus on building and being right there, right? So what I have to do is from the start of the game, number 8 key right here is my 2 factories in the main. The 2 factories in the main, right? This key right here, I've been using as the second factory, the third factory, I'm sorry, at the hidden base, the third one. So I'm clicking the right one for the Widow Mines or the Hellions, and the left one for the Cyclones, so that I can kind of manage the gas and the minerals, right? And here on the green is what I'm gonna have to try to do better, is the barracks. I could probably use the Marines as how would I say, production, so I could land them where they need to be, and then after that I just make Marines out of them using the green key. You know, using this key, I'll just keep making Marines, some Widow Mines, more Widow Mines. I like the Widow Mines. I forgot to get the armory early on, so by the time I did the attack, the armory was still not done, and I lost Widow Mines. So we gotta do the armory, the Widow Mines, then the Hellions and Marines. Yeah, or just more Widow Mines. And I don't know. We'll see. There's still more to explore on this, but that's kind of like how I'm using it right now. Now I'm gonna add that green one, and it's gonna allow me to be just right there. Oh. Okay, we got Protoss. I still have that forward video game, the Soma hitting that W. Boom.
Go ahead. What? Huh? Go ahead. SCV ready. In the rear. Hear me. SCV ready. Yeah. Go ahead. What's going on? Yep. Ah! SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready. Bad news. In the rear. Big job. What's going on? SCV ready.
Okay. We're gonna get the Reaper to go scout, and then we're gonna go for the factories. We're gonna go for the 2 factories. We also gotta get a mule.
What's going on?
Well, not mule, but orbitals.
Big job, huh?
Since we're getting cyclones.
Yo. Yep.
Doesn't
The Grim Reaper has arrived. I'm going.
Should I wear a bikini? I got my sewer water. I sell my sewer water.
Death from above. Fair enough. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that's all? All right. Nothing I can't handle.
Add-on complete.
He's gonna come in with the stalker right here, mess with my
Base is under attack.
On the way. Yes, indeed.
Add-on complete.
Geronimo! You monster, man. Ah! You scared me! We're screwed. Done. Certainly. Agreed.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Bad news?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Show me who you want to down.
Oh, not good, huh?
Testing for new coordinates.
I know.
Into position.
Huh? Big job, huh? What's going? In the rear with the... Go ahead. Well, butter my biscuit.
Comms open. Optics online. Let's go kill something.
In... Ah! SCV ready.
See if he's over here.
Cyclone receiving.
Nope.
Got a target in mind.
Huh? Go ahead.
Enemy contact. I get ya. Nothing else. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. This ought to be good.
SCV ready.
Research.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Our SCVs are under attack.
SCV ready. Bad. Ah! You scared?
You got coordinates or what?
Bandit, big job.
Show me who you want to die. Adjusting for new coordinates. In gear.
What's going on? Huh?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Channels clear, boss. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Comms open. This ought to be... Show me who you got coordinates or what? Cyclone received. Channels clear, boss. Cyclone en route. Nothing will stop me. Got it. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. I'll get there. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Comms open. You got coordinates or what? Show me who you want to die. I get ya. Adjusting for new coordinates. Moving into position. Cyclone receiving. Nothing will stop me. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. In gear. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Cyclone en route. Comms open. Channels clear. Got a target in mind. Show me who you want to down. Inside. You got coordinates or what? Adjusting for new coordinates. Oh, I'll get there. Nothing will stop me. Moving into position. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Cyclone received. Show me who you want to die. I get ya. Engage. This ought to be good. You got coordinates or what? Optics online. Let's go kill something. Cyclone en route. Oh, I'll get there. In gear.
Base is under attack.
Adjusting for new coordinates. Got it targeted. Comms open. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Moving into position. I get ya. Nothing else.
SCV ready.
Enemy contact. Cyclone receipt. Channels clear, boss. Oh, I'll get there. You got coordinates or what?
SCV ready.
Optics online. Got a target in mind. Inside systems go. Cyclone ready for action. In gear. Adjusting for new coordinates.
I'm gonna charge up. Charge a lot, boy. Got him. How come no planetary in the main this time? Is because we got cyclones. So
I'll get there.
when you have cyclones,
Stop me.
like whenever you're gonna do a build that doesn't have to rely on you having a proxy or something where your army's somewhere else, you build a planetary fortress. When you have it in your base, then you don't need it because you're gonna protect your army, your base anyways. So might as well use the money, the mules for the scans or for the money. In this case, I'm using it for the money in the beginning and then for scans after my barracks dies, in case I need that vision. Is what I do, but it's only because I'm going cyclones. Cyclones, you get a big army here. You don't go anywhere. You stay here until you get about 5 or 6. So you don't have to worry about an attack, and then you move out and you're the aggressor. So they're not gonna attack you too much when you're the aggressor because you're the one of being aggressive. So you don't need to be
Mineral field
getting a
completed.
planetary. You only get a planetary when you're being aggressive. Yeah. The lockdown is the lockdown's an upgrade. It's important. The lockdown on the what do you call it? The mag field for the cyclones, they kill things so much faster, so you need it. This Protoss was going very macro. And void raids. He wanted to go void raids, do the void raid thing. Got his void raid. He's getting his nexus. He's gonna get his battery shield for his nexus overcharge, and he's gonna feel good. Well, cyclones in this particular case are gonna deal with the problem that I have, which is everybody's going void raids. So cyclones already are doing good versus void raids. So get the mag field, counter the void raids, and then you have to figure out how to counter the front of their base because now they have photon overcharge. I mean, they got the battery overcharge. The battery overcharge is gonna just keep them alive just enough for you to not have the manpower as a defender's defender's advantage to him. You're not gonna have the resource to be able to like get enough over there. So that's what the Cyclones is supposed to be there for. It's supposed to do that long distance damage where the overcharge can do its thing and you don't have to worry about the overcharge too much. And they're fast enough to deal with the charge lots because all the other stuff kind of died to the charge lots. So you have to get medevacs and all of a sudden the void rays try to come at you. So that's what we're doing right here. And they like to do this too. So if they are being very aggressive in the beginning and try to go for like a 2-stalker zealot like push up to the ramp, then that's gonna allow me to get already a few stalkers ahead of my, taking over, going over there. See, already up 1 stalker. He's got his void raid and his stalker right here. He's gonna get battery shields. Well, I don't know why he sent him, but he came at me with only a stalker and a void raid. What the hell was that all about? He probably didn't assume that was gonna happen. You gotta make sure you scan that area because it's a dark void. He'll try to hide there. His second void raid said nah, and he went straight for the void battery overcharge. Honest question. I wonder if it really is an honest question. Won't throwing games hinder learning as one would face easier opponents? Yeah, your thought process is definitely not on the level as mine in regards to that. Because for you to ask that question means you don't understand. So why would you think? How do you think I could learn StarCraft while still playing players that are not as good as the pros or the higher levels or just even above the ones that I should be playing. How am I, how am I not going to learn? You know what I mean? That's the question. Because there's things that you can learn in StarCraft that are important that don't require your opponent. You know what I mean? They don't really require them very much. You don't need them very much. All you need is a punching bag, and I'm not saying that that's what I'm doing, but you need somebody to spar with, to practice with, to throw stuff at, to test things at. It doesn't really the winning and losing, that's what you think all the time. All you care about is winning and losing. That's why you're blinded by winning and losing. You're not going to get as good as you would if you were actually paying attention to the right details. But you're emotional. You worry about MMR, you worry about winning and losing, and that's all you think that it's all about. So you're going, okay, there's no reason to play him because he's lesser than you. But you got to remember, as a StarCraft player, you have to learn how to micro, you have to learn how to macro, you have to remember your supply depots. You can't get supply blocked. You gotta fine tune the builds that you're constantly doing and seeing how you can minimize your mineral usage and drop it down lower than you're used to. There's so many standards that you have to do on a day-to-day, on a game-to-game, where you're like, okay, last time I got supply blocked at this time, I gotta remember not to. Last time my gas was a little late, I gotta remember not to. Last time I got my barracks late, so I gotta remember I gotta get the SCV over there. My command center was late last time, I gotta remember I gotta make it, and then I gotta make my factory with my memory reactor, or I gotta do this with that. There's so many things that I personally have to do to better myself on the build that I don't even need my opponent. You know what I mean? My opponent is there so that I don't get bored just not playing with anybody, just getting better at my build. It's not fun to just get better at your build and not have nothing in between. So having somebody, unlike a computer, that can come in and just do some damages and stuff is good enough practice to make you multitask and do what you're supposed to do, and then get that problem trying to solve it. So it's not even about winning and losing. I could win just by losing, by learning. Every game that I lose, I'm still winning. I'm still learning my timings on supply depots, my timings on my barracks, I'm sharpening my tools. How is that not winning? You mean because there's a loss at the end and some MMR? That's how I'm losing? No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's how your world works. Your world, you need little things that tell you did good. You need a pat in the back. That's your world. I don't need this. I don't need a system that tells me, oh, you're doing good. You got promoted. Yes, you did. You got promoted. I'm going to give you a nice little border and you're going to feel good. That's not me. Pretty correct. I have so many things I have to learn because I'm not a Terran player, and I'm learning all these things, and I'm still learning, and I'm doing new builds. I'm not a standard build player. I don't have a build order that I get from the internet. This is all real-time strategy, and there's so much level to it that I have to learn that I'm not, to worry about a better and better opponent is not really what you need right there. What you need is there's more layers to learn than to just worry about a better opponent. The better opponent will come when you're ready. You got, like in basketball, you got basketball practice, and then that's good and good. But then there's times where you jump into a game, and that's when you're ready. I'm ready now. Basketball practice, real game, two separate mentalities. That's the way it works, at least in my world. I practice on ladder. And then on the other side, I have ladder account where I actually play ladder, and that's my random account, my actual random account. This is just my selected race account where I'm just practicing this race. So yeah, you could still get better and play someone less better than you. because there's so many layers that you can learn, and you still have to learn. So you try to use the battery shield. Last time I told myself I would get the barracks and use it as a wall, so that's what I was doing. I didn't realize, which was quite interesting. It usually happens sometimes like this. You try something and then something comes up for it. So they always go, "Hey, Florencio, how do you come up with the builds?" Well, first I do shitty builds that don't really work well, and then all of a sudden I find something that works within that build, and I go that way. I diverge. But I usually start with a spark, a spark, try it, it didn't work, but I found something that would work. So in this game, same thing with the barracks, right? We landed it so that I can wall him out. I try to wall him out, but there was a little gap there, I think, but I'm not sure. Maybe I did wall him out. But my intention was to wall him out. What I didn't realize was that when he warped in, the first thing that the Zealots did when they had charge lot was attack the barracks. So they got canceled out. Their charge got canceled out because there was a barracks right there. So so that's what happened. It's like, see, I was trying to wall that area out. And so because he's warping right here, and I see it, I'm noticing that it's going straight to barracks and he's losing that charge. So look, he just lost the charge because the first thing they're doing is attacking the barracks automatically. And so now I can go in there a little bit. And he's like, shit, my charge. So now I get a few more seconds without him charging. And so when I noticed that, I said, oh, you know what? Let's take advantage of that situation. He's doing it right now. He's going to charge at the barracks, most likely. Let's test it out. And so we kind of like stayed a little bit away to do the charge, to let the charge go. And I went, oh, okay, it did. He did. He didn't move it fast enough. The Zealot's charged. And so I went up and I. And then again, on this one, I didn't get too far. I didn't go far enough because I was getting chased by the Zealots, so I didn't look up here. Or else if I saw the warp it, I would have pulled back a little bit out of distance so that I could charge again at the barracks. Let's do it again, yeah. Let's see. Right here, this warping goes and does it too. Just uses up the charge. So I stayed away right there so they could charge up. And then I went at them. So that was quite interesting, So it's like things like that. It's like you try something, it might not be the best, but it can lead to something. So in this case, not just blocking, but I also know that if there's charge lots that I have to deal with, then I should land a barracks somewhere. I should just have a barracks somewhere in this position so that if I do have Zealots, they're going to attack the barracks first, and then I get dibs on the non-charge for a second. And that's going to give me better ways of attacking my opponent. So it kind of works like that. You just test, and things come out as long as you're open-minded. If you're not open-minded, you're always going to say, this doesn't work, that's not good, this won't, it just doesn't, you just got to do meta. If you think like that, it's going to be like that. If you say you can't, well, then you're not going to be able to. So that's why I always say, I don't like negative mentality in this channel, because it just spreads negativity, and your brain should be more positive because it could do more things that way. It could do more things in a positive direction focus than having that you're dumb, you're stupid, you can't do it. All that stuff that's engraved sometimes in people's day to day, you know. Okay, we'll put the StarCraft music.
SCV ready. It's your dime.
I was like, is that my headset? I had the piano for a little while, and then I guess it has my other
Gotcha.
upbeat music.
Go ahead. Man the SCV ready. Big job, huh? Huh? Yeah, whatever. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. I'm going.
Make sure he's not there at least yet. We'll look again when we got a Reaper.
SCV ready.
I wanted to know the song. I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link. I'm sorry.
Job, huh?
It's just, you know,
What's going
I
on?
can't put too many certain types of music on my
Yep.
my stream or to get cray on me.
SCV ready. Huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. Bad news.
I'll give you the link after though, for sure. Or the playlist if you want the playlist.
Hear me. Go ahead.
Command center
The
upgrade.
Grim Reaper has arrived. You're the boss. What?
What were you thinking?
Done.
Protoss?
Bad news. Move it. Big job, huh?
Find out. Dum, 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 dum.
What's it worth?
A macro.
Get from above. Oh, that's SCV ready. Oh yeah, baby. Let's do this. Fair enough. Hit and run! We're screwed. All right. I'm going. Yes, indeed. Certainly.
Okay, he's going for the adept method.
In the rear with the gear.
Add-on complete.
We're screwed. Go ahead.
Okay. Now that this is done, we're gonna make a barracks.
Yes, sir. SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
So
Ah, you scared
let's get
me.
the armory.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Optics online.
Big job.
Get one more cyclone, and then Widow mines from there.
Research.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
Let's go.
SCV ready.
Kill something.
Yo. SCV ready.
Comms open.
SCV ready.
You got one. Cyclone receiving. Oh, I'll get there. In gear.
SCV ready.
Cyclone en route. Moving. Got a target in mind. Nothing else. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Just show me what inside of me. Comms open. Adjusting for new coordinates. In gear. Cyclone receiving. Oh, I'll get there. Got it.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Moving into position. You got comms open.
Base is under attack.
Gangway coming through.
I get ya. Channel's clear, boss. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Adjusting for new coordinates. In gear. Cyclone receiving.
This better be good.
Nothing'll stop me. Oh, I'll get there. Moving into position. Inside of me.
Who wants some? Brand new. You're gonna get me. Go, go, go. What are you talking? Sure thing.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Show me who you want.
This better be good.
Channel's clear, boss.
Mineral field.
Optics online.
Gangway coming through. Been waiting on you.
You got coordinates or what?
We got him.
Want some?
Cyclone received.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not bad, not bad. We're getting there. The widow mines are being very helpful. The barracks on the ground is very helpful. We tried to do a wall right here, a wall out, but we couldn't do the wall out. He ran in, so I'm like, shit.
Mineral field.
Because that rock was there, so we might want to kill that rock next time if we need to do something like that again. That was more reactionary. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow, Granaka, and Napkin7, and Subhitom, Zeniquius, you could do. That's from the last 5 hours. Those SCVs did a half of a job too. Yeah, they didn't do as good as a job this time, but we have to throw them in there just to keep the consistency of the formula. We just have to just get it better at that. I keep pulling everything instead of using my hotkey, which I actually set the hotkey. If I'm not mistaken, I set the hotkey, but I still pull. And when I pull, the SCVs get idled and they stay. And because of that, then I have to like get them not to move. So get them to move by hitting like attack or something on the ground. So it's something I'm kind of working on, the habit on getting the hotkey as the button to push and let the SCVs do the SCV things. It just takes a little bit. It's just that habit. Just a habit of that's got to be broken. So the SCV comes out, looks like he's scouting, comes over and hides it. I like to hide the factory over here because it's kind of hidden. It worked very well. It was nice to see it in action. Yeah, we've been practicing different variations, and this is so far the most refined variation that we've been doing. There's things that the other games did have in regards to tactics on the buildings, but we've been getting better at that. We're learning those, and we're applying them to the overall build. Then eventually we're gonna know what to do on the after. After we do this, we gotta learn on the macro, get a command center during this time, and such. But it's a very complicated scenario right here with the battery shield overcharge and the charge lots and stuff. I usually, to follow the barracks. Well, I actually have sometimes enough money to make barracks. Sometimes I have enough money to get those SCVs to make barracks. So maybe I just need to get a hotkey on those SCVs so that whenever I need to do something like that, I just click that button and then build it. You know, because sometimes I build stuff there just so I have like walls. They don't have to be finished, but as long as their shots are going to the buildings and not my cyclones, I'm trading minerals and saving gas in a sense. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm saving minerals to get that gas because the gas does more for me than the minerals in regards to lockdowns on the stalkers. The widow mines have been really good though, because they're the ones that really allow me to do more. Those hits are crucial sometimes. Especially when they run at you with charge lots. I gotta land my barracks because every time I forget to put it in a position on hold, they shoot it and it goes away. So I gotta remember just land it. Like I usually say, land it, land it, land it. See how they got shot? It got shot away, and then all of a sudden I lost that vision again, and so I couldn't get that lockdown, that crucial lockdown that I really wanted this time because it got locked out. Yeah, so I gotta land it so I can get that. Which I landed it afterwards because I felt the pain on that one, so I said I gotta land it. That's the whole reason why I landed, because I remember just gotta land. It's gonna get hit. It's gotta get hit. It's gotta take the beating. Now what it could have done is put the widow mines here and then run up the ramp, which is what we could try to do down the road if we have that scenario where he's over here somewhere and I could just kind of like get those cut in here and run in. I thought I was gonna be able to block him out, but it just did not produce the fruit. He was able to wedge in. I was like, shit. This is what he knew. He messed up. Ugh. Let's watch that again. That was disgusting. He pulled back early too. He pulled back really early. He said, oh shit. Right here, look. That one right there was the corporate right there. He pulled back. He's like, oh, let's go back. And he was the one that went up. He was the one that went up and the other ones went down. So that's the one right there. Dirty. He saw the, oh shit. That's where and it was already done. The body just got taken out at that point. There's no way you can recover with that huge probe just destruction. Like, everything was nasty. Like, I would not eat watching that show for sure. I would not eat watching that show. Oh, the Bundys. Oh, that was the best. I used to watch Married with Children religiously. I think
What's going on?
my stepdad is Al Bundy. Or my uncle, whatever you want to call him. Because I grew up with his ass.
Ready. Huh? Going. Ben? SCV ready.
Yeah, with Michael J. Fox. You know, the first movie I watched from Michael J. Fox was a movie called Secret of My Success. It was a pretty good movie for a kid my age at the time, but I didn't understand why everybody was hiding in the rooms and stuff until I got older. I didn't understand that part. Boom, boom.
SCV ready.
Boom, boom, boom.
Self-destruct in 5, 4,
Boom, boom, boom. It's like, oh shit. Porno music.
What's going? SCV ready.
I never knew. Married Children is the best. 4 touchdowns in one single game.
Big job.
Uh,
SCV ready.
he was hilarious. Garbage Pail Pit. Yeah, that was. I remember those. They used to have stickers.
Yes, sir.
They used to have stickers and all kinds of stuff with it. I remember the stickers that I used to get once in a while with the Garbage Pail Kids.
You scared
The
me.
Ghoulies were probably the only closest movie to it. The Ghoulies, right? I think that's the closest one that looked like them. There was another one, Goal or something.
Move it. The Grand
Goal is like an acronym or something.
Oh yeah, baby. What's going on? We hear you. Death from above. What's it worth? Huh? Got something for me to kiss. This better be good. I'm listening. SCV ready. And a big job, huh? Fear the Reaper, man. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. I love it. Been waiting on you. What's going on? I'm done.
add-on complete.
Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. This better be good. Yeah. Landing. What's it worth? Oh yeah, baby.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Add-on complete.
Ah!
Base is under attack.
Channel's clear. You got coordinates or what? This ought to be good. Cyclone en route. Comms open.
In the rear with the gear.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Fair enough. Done.
Got a target in mind.
Death from above. That's all.
Base is under attack.
Piece of me, boy. Yes, man. I'm listening. Agreed. Big job, huh? What's going on? This better be good.
Research.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Oh, I'll get there. In gear. Show me who you want to die. Now, comms open. Cyclone en route. Cyclone.
Go ahead. Ah!
Optics online. Let's go kill something. I get ya. You got coordinates or this ought to be good.
Let's go over there.
Got a target in mind. In gear. This ought to be good. I get you. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Comms open. Channels clear, Bob. Got a target in mind. Channels clear. Show me who you want to die.
What's going on? Sure thing.
You got coordinates or what?
Huh?
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Big job. Bandit. Ah! You scared me. Go ahead. Ah! You scared me.
Show me who. Cyclone receiving. Oh, I'll get there.
SCV ready.
Adjusting for new coordinates. Cyclone en route. Nothing will stop me. What? Got it. Comms open. I get ya. Got it. Channel's clear, boss. In gear. Oh, I'll get there. Adjust. You got coordinates or what? Cyclone receiving. Moving. Show me who you want to die. This ought to be good. Show me who you want. Comms open. Got a target in mind. Channel's clear, boss. You got coordinates.
Got us another one.
Nothing will stop me. Cyclone en route. Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Yeah. We are doing the armory mines, but I couldn't do it just then because I didn't think I had the income to keep doing what I wanted to do. That's why I didn't get 2 factories with 2 tech labs right off the bat, because I wanted to make sure that I was conservative enough to deal with the problem, because his void raids were pretty quick and I didn't want to spend my gas all on something I didn't really need. So I was very conservative. Later on, if we do this over and over again, I'll know what to do, when to do it, but for now everything's freestyle in this particular scenario. So I come in, get my Reaper scouted the setup. And now that I've scouted the setup, I'm able to react to this. So I'm like, okay, he's going Stargate. So I already made my 2 factories, which is part of the build, right? It's the whole reason why we're doing this build, is to counter this and to counter the macro. And so here I'm like, okay, well, bunker. He's right here on the edge. I might as well just get my bunker right here. I'll be able to repair it for a little bit. That'll give my Cyclone some time. And then I don't have to worry about the turret getting sniped so quickly, because turrets get sniped way quicker than bunkers if you're that close. We got our Marines messing with this Reaper. This Reaper's been draining this energy from the start, luckily, right? So that Reaper's just been wailing at that energy. Those battery shields are dying out. For him to just get that void raid with very little battery shield, they should be healed up all the way to the top. The other parties, he keeps getting shot. The new ones are getting shot because of the bunker. The Widow Mine was to give that extra hit, you know, in case he was gonna be living. It was just to kind of give that extra, like, boom. My Widow Mine will die, but your Void Raid will too, most likely, if it encounters this combo. So then the Cyclone gets here with the mag field is being upgraded. Then I get the tech lab because I got the Widow Mine. I got a second bunker just in case, so I can swap over. And then I go and take care of his base because I know that he's all up on my base. I'm like, okay, you're on my base. You most likely don't have your base set up. Now, he could make a Zealot right here, but he was very occupied with his Void Raid at this time. And I knew he was occupied with the Void Raid because I was going to attack him with the Cyclone. I was like, okay, I threw my Widow, my Reapers over there. If I attack that Void Raid because he's setting up, he's going to have to focus on that Void Raid and not on my Reaper. That's the way I kind of like thought about this particular setup because he gave me the opportunity since I got here at the same time as he shot me right here. So like, hopefully, you know? So he's over here. And then he comes back over here. It's like, oh shit. Now, taking out the supply depots is really good for him, right? Taking out those supply depots. But what we learned doing this build versus the regular style Protoss is we learned that we could keep making more SCVs and with the mules and everything and not actually affect us with this particular build. So I made a lot of supply depots like I usually do, remember? Like, oh, some more supply depots because we have so much money. We always get denied on the gas because of the way our build is. So I make so many supply depots in the back because I know I can afford it. And it doesn't really do too much of him taking out my bottom supply depots. Because sometimes people will forget and then they get supply boxed and they're like, oh shit, it's because I lost my supply depots. I didn't realize, you know, with all the action going on or what, you know, to make a new one. So he nibbles. He knows what he's doing, trying to go for the supply depots, trying to like reduce my chance of making stuff during this time. But Magfield is really good, so that didn't work either. Everything fell apart. He needed to go defend, but he didn't. Only have one gate, so that's not a good thing. He can't macro. He was dead. Maybe I didn't get the expansion pack. I got the Sega Genesis. Well, I didn't get it. My friend got it, and then we were all pitched in to get the Sega Genesis Genie. I don't know if you guys remember the Genie. Oh, that was a good one. We hours on the Genie one. It was like pretty much a hacking attachment to the games that you love, like Street Fighter. You could play as Sagat, and you could play the Shadow, and all these fun things that you could play with your friends. And you're like, oh shoot, we never played with this, you know. Perfect Dark. What? I don't think maybe I've seen it, but I haven't. I played a lot of old video games. Not that one. Dark. Oh, Perfect Dark. Oh, okay, I got you. You're talking about Dark, the Shade. Moving on. Thought you meant a game called Dark. GoldenEye, yeah, that was the biz. Love GoldenEye. Ninja Gaiden. GoldenEye was. I just wanted that gun. With GoldenEye. All I wanted was the golden gun. No, was it the golden gun or was it the double gun? I almost forgot. It was definitely the gun that I remember that I really wanted. So I had to beat everything fast at a certain record rate, or else you wouldn't be able to get that. That shit was hard. Took me a long time. Yeah. I used to remember the little cameras that you would have to just fucking cheat with your little little laser or something. That shit takes me back. Yeah, I never played. Actually, I was playing a little bit of Splinter, a Rainbow Six or Splinter Cell or something like that. I should have played that more. That one's actually good too.
SCV ready.
It was around that time when 007 was popular.
Gotcha. SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
Go back and play GoldenEye. You have to aim
Add-on
with the left
complete.
thumb.
Go, go, go.
But didn't we used to play with the Nintendo 64 though? I remember it was Nintendo 64, right? That we used to play with that game.
In the rear with the gear. Ah! Go ahead.
Well, Dak, here's the
gonna
deal.
give
I'm
me
the best
orders?
there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Hey, thank you so much, Dralana.
Kill
Thank you, Dralana, for the 16 months. How you been?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Show me who you...
Armed and ready.
Yeah, we're working on the Terran right now, Dralana. Terran versus Protoss and Zerg.
What's going on?
Optics online.
Okay.
Let's go kill something.
Huh?
Base is under
Some
attack.
help here.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Channel's clear, boss. Nothing'll stop me. Incom's open. Gotta target it.
In the rear with the gear.
You got
Let's
coordinates.
go, baby.
Research complete.
This is what we were training for.
Let's go kill something. Cyclone en route. Oh, I'll get there. I get ya. Cyclone en route. Show me who you want to die.
Let's get our armory. That's what we're missing.
Go. Cyclone ready for action.
Ah! You scared me.
Let's get a command center.
Bad news?
Let's make more SCVs.
This ought to be good. Moving into position.
Let's make a few more Widow Mines while we're getting the armory because we don't want to have them visually seen.
SCV ready.
Alright, let's move out.
Got it.
Send our barracks. Let's make another barracks. Don't forget that. And let's send our barracks up here for vision.
SCV ready.
Alright, let's go, baby. Let's go.
SCV ready.
Channel's clear, boss. You got coordinates. Comms open. Nothing'll stop me. In gear. Cyclone en route. Oh, I'll get there. Got a target in mind. Moving into position. This ought to be good. I get ya. Channel's clear, boss. You got coordinates or what? Nothing'll stop me. In gear. Show me who you wanted. Comms open. Cyclone received.
Mineral field depleted.
Channel's clear. Got it. Comms open. You got coordinates or what? Got a target in mind. Adjusting for... Channel's clear, boss. Show me who you want to die. Cyclone en route. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Adjusting for new coordinates. I get ya. Oh, I'll get there. Nothing'll stop me. In gear. Onward. Got a target in mind. This ought to be good channels. Show me who you want to die. Moving into position.
Boom, baby. Torog is the shit. Yeah. Yeah, I just recently watched, or at least a little bit of Torog before I went to sleep. I think like a month ago. I had that little Torog feel, like I wanted to go back in Torog time. Yeah. So the barracks is to create vision and to affect whatever's over here. Hey, poor stalker. That shot was horrible for him. And then this one right here is the mother load. Let's see. So what was it? 15 kill mine, 6 kills and 1. So 15, 6, and 1 for those.
Bad news? Let's go. Huh? SCV ready. Big jump. Ah! You scared me. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
Hey, what's going on? Rip V-Dub, how you doing?
Bad news. SCV ready. Big. Huh? Yo. SCV ready. going on? Go ahead. SCV ready.
Good, sir. Let's run some BCs up. Yeah, versus Zerg. Versus Zerg we will. We've been doing that build that kind of opens up with the BC in a way.
Ah! You scared me. What's going on?
This looks like a
SCV ready.
this looks like a proxy Stargate maybe.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Oh no, maybe not, because his probe's right there.
Big job, huh?
Our SCVs are under attack.
Bad news?
Command center upgrade complete.
Ah! You scared me. Huh? Woo-hoo! In the rear with the gate. The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. Bad news? What's going on? Go ahead. Yeah, whatever. SCV ready. We're screwed. Nothing I can't handle. On the way. Oh yeah, baby. Done. Huh?
Add-on complete.
Yeah, from above. Certainly. I've got something for me to kill. I'm listening. All right.
Add-on complete.
Ah! Big job. Ah! Huh? In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
Keep making SCVs.
Bad news. Big job.
Systems go.
SCV ready.
For action.
What's going on? SCV ready. Go ahead. Bad news. What's going on? Huh?
Optics on. Let's go kill something.
Go ahead.
Systems go.
Okay, now we get the armory.
Research complete.
In the rear. Ah! What's going on?
Optics online. Let's go kill some.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Nothing'll stop me.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Oh, well, you look at that.
Optics online. Let's go kill something. Comms open. You got coordinates or warp channels clear, boss. Adjusting for new. Cyclone receiving. This ought to be good.
Got his ass on 2 fronts. Try to get that.
Oh yeah.
What you gonna do with that?
On you.
Besides getting me mad. Alright, so I'll show you what I do. So we did try to go for a gas first to try to get those extra little minerals because of the way this build is designed, and so far it's looking pretty good. I just gotta make the mules quicker so I can get that extra income that I didn't have right away, but everything else was pretty good. So I got the supply deep, got the gas first, and the supply, and then I get for the other gas because it's very important on the gas. And this SCV is to go take off to his side of the map and do 2 things. 1, check for a cannon rush. 2, check if there's a probe coming so it doesn't mess with our barracks. And 2, get to his base just to make it look like I'm scouting so I can go over to the hidden spot and make my factory. So that's what the 3 things that I'm trying to do with this SCV at this time. Gas is done. We get the scout. There goes the scout. Right? He sees it. He sees we see. Now I go take off to my hidden spot. Wall this off if you could. If not, you wait for the Reaper to take off to kill the probe anyways. You can get your 2 factories. Reaper comes out, kills that, goes scout, look normal, somewhat normal. Find out what he's doing. Not you're not gonna really find out exactly what he's doing, but it's kind of like just poke and force him into a stalker or something, you know, adept. Make him know I'm coming. There goes the factory, you know, because if I'm going to him, he's gonna be at home, right? He's gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta protect my probes. I gotta keep my stalker here or my adept here. That allows me to get like my factory a little more comfortable outside of the map without him being too like, oh, where is he doing? The factory is right here. I get the tech lab, get another tech lab. And this is where I set up my hotkeys, where it's hotkey 1 and hotkey 2, in this case 8 and 9. So I hotkey these 2, get the fusion core, and this factory is going up to between the time that the other 2 are going up when you get the income, so that you can get your widow mines. So this is what I'm doing so far. Then I get the fusion core and the 2 cyclones, and then I get my supply depots and get my mules. This is what I was talking about. If I get better on my mule timing, I'll be able to perfect this and at least improve what I just did, because I do cut some parts where it's minerals, not gas, and that's a good thing because I can mule. And so that's a nice sign that I can actually improve my mule income per, so I can get my SCVs, and then I can keep making more SCVs, because you can make more SCVs because you need more, you have so much minerals, so you make more SCVs so that you can get saturated and still send some with your cyclones, so you don't have to take too much of a hit. They're like Marines in a sense at that point, you know, coming out of the command center. And so we're saturated, we keep making SCVs and keep making supply. We get the 2 cyclones again, and in here you're making widow mines 1 at a time. Widow mines 1 at a time. And then you're making a barracks. The barracks is going to be for your vision. I believe I can get 2 barrackses, but 1 is, you know, I'm working on it. The second barracks could be this one if I really needed it, which is, I do use this sometimes. I do float this one off and make another barracks here. And then that's my secondary barracks, or my last resort barracks. But I figured if my widow mines are in the place that they need to be, they could be the barracks. That's what I was thinking about with the widow mines. I was like, if I get an engine armory, I put the widow mines there. They let me see things that I wouldn't. At the same time, they take out the zealots at first, you know, so I can get in there. Now here, this was just chance that I attacked, and then because I was blocked here, my AI goes over here to the corner. And that's just enough where I could see what he's doing. Ain't that some shit? I was like, what the hell? But that's what the cyclones are for anyways. The cyclones are to counter this play, because players like to do this, and they like to do the battery shield overcharge macro. So I'm utilizing this right here with Widow Mines, and then if they come forward, they get sniped at the same time I go in and keep hitting them.